Welcome to Virtual Concert Hall's live programs. Thank you for joining us today. Our channel is dedicated to bringing live performances and events from international artists delivered to audiences around the globe. I am James Welch, and I will be your host today. Today we are presenting again the continuation of the ColORCHESTRA auditions, musicians auditioning for an opportunity to perform with orchestras around the world. We just finished our auditions for the Florence Orchestra, and now we are going to be hearing auditions this next hour for the Paducah Symphony, and later today, the Royal Philharmonic. Auditionees from many countries are seeking guidance and support from the judges through live comments, which you will hear after each performance today. The ColORCHESTRA auditions are worldwide and are organized by Artist Ventures, Sound Espressivo, progressive musicians, virtual concert halls, and in collaboration with Price Attractions, Vocal Arts Management, and Ciccerone Music and Arts. And we have many other partners, as you can see on the screen here. And we thank all of these partners for all of their contributions and resources that they pour into all of our programmings and into the world of classical music and arts worldwide. Thank you, everybody. We now have a short trailer to show you as to how it all got started here at Virtual Concert Halls. Enjoy.
No matter where you are or who you are, music connects us all. We started with a dream, but now we are paving the future. Welcome to the Sound Espressivo Global Competition. Fully virtual, yet bringing musicians closer together than ever before, now on a global scale. True live, inclusivity, diversity, connection, community, an extraordinary array of judges. Get noticed by companies all over the world. Prizes, scholarships, performance opportunities. Apply to be a part of the most exciting congregation of artists like nothing you've ever seen before. We guarantee quality and leave no musician behind. We can't wait to hear you on the virtual stage.
The goal of these auditions is to encourage, nurture, and reward musicians who are proactive about sharing their art and developing their careers. We here together are providing opportunities for musicians to discover their unique artistic voice, take initiative, present themselves, and on their own terms, carve out their own career paths. There are never any restrictions as to how many auditions a person can take or how many opportunities for every stage of development and every aspiration that they can venture out on. We are expanding our reach through all platforms here. You can see right there. You go to YouTube, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and you can comment on what you see here today, and our tech wizards can put the comments on the screen. We can respond to questions, or if you just want to say something nice to one of the performers, we can put that up there for them to read as well. Let's see a short video now of our past ColORCHESTRA season, which also includes some upcoming adventures. Enjoy. We invite musicians, educators, publishers, media managers, and artist managers, and many others to share their insights to help musicians and everybody navigate the modern world of music. If you were not able to catch our previous auditions, they are on our YouTube channel. Just go, like, subscribe, ring that bell so you don't miss them. But you can go back and watch all the great music with the great artists doing great things with great music. And it's not to be missed. Enjoy. That being said, we need to get started here with more great music, so we're going to bring in the judges. First up on the judges jury today, we have Dikran Atamian, founder of Price Attractions, pianist, artist, manager, and first prize winner of the Naumburg competition. Then we have Maestro David Rowe from the New Jersey Festival Orchestra and Orchestra Manhattan, who has done various fellowships and conducted all over the world and is just a fabulous musician, and we're so happy to have him here. And last but not least, we have Navart Andrisian from the Armenian National Opera, who is just a wonderful, insightful conductor, and has received many honors and been all over the world. And we are so happy to have her back. Judges, welcome.
Hi.
We can hear you. There we are. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back for another great adventure of music.
Hello, Navart.
We're so
Hello,
thrilled
everybody.
to have this here. We have the Three Stooges here today, right?
The Three Stooges, yeah, the Armenian Mafia plus the Liverpool, whatever.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm native Italian, so I mean, I don't know how that goes in there.
Full-on
It has
woman.
always the good word.
I do not speak in Italian though.
Full-on
Anyway,
woman.
with that being said, let's get rolling here. We have two fabulous people in this hour here auditioning for the Paducah Symphony. The first one is Daniel Temnik, and he will be performing Dagon by Ravel. Daniel, welcome to the virtual stage. Break a leg. Bravo! Wow, that was
I've
quite a
never heard of
workout. I have to say, hands off to your pianist as well for
Beautiful
doing a
wife.
fabulous job.
Thank you.
Your wife?
Yes.
Oh, how wonderful! Wow, husband and wife duo. They can play together and stay married. How wonderful! That's a double winner right there. Yeah. Well, I remember having to learn how to play this piece with someone almost overnight. And putting together that opening part after the solo is crazy, and you guys did such a beautiful job of that. And I'm gonna turn that over to the judges here, and we'll maybe have David Rowe go first.
Hello there. It's Daniel, isn't it? Hello, Daniel.
Hi, David.
Pleasure to meet you, and pleasure to meet your wife. And thank you for sharing your artistry with us. I just have almost nothing to say other than yes, vote. I mean,
God, it's amazing.
it's a little difficult for me to, to go into detail about what I like about your playing. I can't talk about your sweet Mozartian tone, and I can't talk about your melancholy, romantic warmth of Brahms, and I cannot talk about your the stature of your Beethoven sonatas. Unfortunately, with that piece, but you'll forgive me for not being able to do that. What can I say? This piece fits you like a glove. It almost be facile for me to say that you've mastered the technique to pull this off. It's so easy for you. It's fun for you, and I not only mean it's a lot of fun for us to watch it, but I can see you're having a ball, which tells me it's completely natural for you, and you're able to release any element of restrictions of technique for you to be able to just purely deliver the elements and the idiosyncrasies of this piece. It's very, very, very impressive. I'm scrambling to criticize anything.
Please, thank you, sir.
And perhaps the only one thing I might say, which I admire about Vengerov's playing and a few other violinists, is that sometimes when you do flourishes and you end up with a very, very high note on your little finger.
Yep.
You might want to think about elongating that long note just a little longer and just give it a little more vibrato, so that top note not only comes out accurate and forte, but with a punch. We're talking about elongating probably a little longer than the score says, but just for the heck of it, playing that really, really high note up there with a little more length and a little more bravado, as though it's something you're aiming towards, not the end of the phrase.
Yes.
That's the only thought. And I think there were two moments where you went up, you did a flourish, and you went up and you ended on a very, very high note in 23rd position or whatever it is on the violin. I'm a cellist, not a violinist. But on those two times, I could have enjoyed a little more body. I think that's the word, a little more body. And as a result of it being a little longer, the intensification of the vibrato would make it scream a little more, which is what I would be maybe looking for, as opposed to just very nicely placed. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Thank you.
But other than that, just formidable. And what can I say? It would be an honor to work with you.
Thank you so much, David.
Thank you, David. Let's move on to Navart.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
First, your duo is very good. You are following each one like very, very good. Just one thing. Imagine you are playing in a street not in a room
Yep.
and without piano. You
Yes.
play alone, yeah, and in the street, and around you, many things happening. So you must be so strong that everything can be heard in the street. To Can you imagine something like that? It means that everything must be exaggerated a little
Yes.
bit, because the essence of this piece is really Tsigan culture, really, yeah. And I will tell you something, a very small story. When I was kid, I heard playing Tsigan by a Tsigan in the street in Istanbul with a small kid. So it was so interesting because he just exaggerated everything, and it becomes something um, uh, alive. Yeah, it's not just in a room or on a concert hall, just a concert. Just leave it as a culture. Leave it as a culture.
Understood.
Otherwise, it was very good. For a concert hall, it's perfect.
Thank you, Navart and Jack Price.
Well, are you guys under management?
Are we under we can talk.
It's tremendous. It's the best Sagan I ever heard, and I've heard a lot. I've played the piece too a million times. Your wife is phenomenal, excellent. Are you guys a duo?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we play quite a lot. We play in Canada, States. We haven't toured Europe recently, but we play quite a lot.
This is phenomenal playing. This is phenomenal playing. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to say. Did you study with? Who did you study with?
Victor Danchenko and Barry Schiffman.
Oh yeah, I know those guys. Yeah, incredible.
Close.
Absolutely stunning playing. I've never. I can't. I don't know about you, David. If you've conducted, I've never heard a violinist. There may be someone equal, but never better. I mean, it's just.
There's definitely many.
No. It's just tremendous playing. I mean, I grew up with a lot of guys, Shlomo and all these different people, but I mean, this is fantastic playing, and you live the piece, you become the music. It's pretty extraordinary. I absolutely can't even talk about it. It's just, I don't know what to say positively or negatively because it defies any explanation. It's just absolutely. I mean, this is a hard piece. I mean,
it's one of the harder ones. It's definitely one of the harder ones.
No, I mean it's like the Gaspar of the violin, kind of only shorter. But I mean, it's tremendous achievement. You've done all of those harmonics and the pizzicati are somehow part of the fabric for the first time instead of sounding like a sore thumb, like some clumsy idiot falling over rocks or something, I mean, it was just fantastic playing.
I have a criticism cloaked as a compliment.
Right.
You know those moments a little earlier on when you're going up on the G string.
Yeah.
It was so clear. It was so focused. It almost sounded though it wasn't on the G string. It's almost like your string's too quality. Because I think
it was on the G string.
I mean,
Wow.
I saw it. It was on the G string. I saw it. But sometimes, composers right up there because they want it to be strained and woolly and sounding unique. But it was so clear and so crisp. It was almost as though you didn't need to have done that because it would have sounded as clear on the next string up. And that's a compliment to you. I'm wondering whether you could make it almost sound a little harder than you did to maybe create the intent Ravel, I think, was looking for.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
For sure. Yeah.
It was almost too clean and too easy.
I have the
And
solution.
I didn't feel the stress. I didn't feel the gravity, which naturally wants to pull us down. And I was struggling to get up there. It was so good. Sometimes maybe it's a musical element for it to sound hard, but you made it. It just didn't even sound hard, and a struggle to be getting up there because you're so facile. You got a massive hands, I can see, and yeah, I don't know what.
I have an idea. Let's put him in a wheelchair, and then that'll
tie one of his arms behind his back. Make it sound harder. Then
he's good looking enough, so you just put him in the wheelchair and say, "Hey, this is really hard because I can't get up."
Was that your solution?
That's my solution. If Victor Borga was here, say it again.
That is definitely a solution.
Yeah, I have one. I have a better one. Let's put you on crutches, and then you have to play the whole concerto or the Rhapsody. Holding the crutches and the violin. That would be difficult. I think we have to add gymnastics to his act rather than
it harder for you.
Yeah, we have to make it
tension of the music come through.
Or he can do a Janis Martin and hang from the silks, and play Sigan upside down.
Yeah. I was going to say we could put the piano on a hanging platform too.
It's very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the piano needs to be like horizontal,
kind of like swinging on a platform.
She has to play like that.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyway,
it's unbelievable playing.
Daniel, thank you for bringing this rendition of Sigan to us today. Did you have any questions you'd like to ask the judges, or anything you'd like to say?
I just wanted to thank you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me. I wanted to thank my donors that actually gave this to me as a present. See, these are the types of donors you want, that want you to play more, that sign you up for things and help you out. I truly, you guys know
that's wonderful.
If you're listening, thank you so much. But it's I wanted to thank everybody here.
Who'd you study with?
Danchenko and Barry Schiffman.
Oh yeah, right. And your wife, who did you study with?
She studied with John Perry, David Louie, and Lydia Wong.
Yeah, I'm a Perry student.
Oh!
You'll have to have Perry talk sometime.
Yeah, I love that laugh. He's in the back of the hall laughing all the time. Yeah,
that's when you were playing, Jack.
Yeah,
that was when a lot of people.
No, believe me. No. Yeah, the reputation precedes and follows him.
Yeah. Oh, it does.
Yeah. Oh, it does.
We've had many of his students on our events. Yeah,
that's
wonderful.
Funny.
Yeah,
incredible playing.
Wonderful.
Really.
Well,
wow.
Thank you both for bringing this in. It was great to hear from you, and we hope to be hearing more from you in the future. And best wishes.
Thank you so much.
With that, we will move on to our final contestant for the Paducah Symphony auditions, and that is Mei Fang, and she'll be playing selected movements from the Liszt E-flat Major Concerto. Mei, welcome back to the virtual stage. Bravo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just another wonderful rendition of the Liszt first concerto there. Bravo. Wonderful to
Wow.
hear it again. I'm gonna, you're getting a lot of wows here.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the first wow over to Jack Price here.
Yeah, I mean, you did it. It was absolutely, you did everything what we talked about. Not that you have to do anything we say, but it was kind of amazing because, it's just, you're a master pianist. I knew that from the first time I heard you. The color, the range, the technical control, I mean, the bravado, the ferociousness, you capture the whole piece. And most people, this is a very bombastic, I mean, it's kind of like, not too good. And you play it with, what's the word? Panache? No, that's too crude.
Passion.
Yeah,
Imagination.
but no, yes, and understanding. That's,
Yes.
I think she understands Liszt's genius, and she makes him sound the way he's a prophet. This guy is a prophet, and he's a musical prophet, and she makes him sound that way. And he is. I mean, they just don't know how to do it. Most people treat it like, like kind of like trash, quite honestly. And what May does with all of her music making, is her F minor ballade, her Goldberg variations. I've heard many things. It's so sincere, artistic, deep, passionate, controlled, ferocious. I mean, she runs the gamut. It's just like the violinist we just heard. It's just tremendous playing. The only thing I can do to top it off is your trills. I can show you 3 things to make those trills perfect. And I think you can do it. One is you're too static. You need to go into the fall board like this, constantly moving in and out. Any combination, and it doesn't matter what you're doing, constantly moving. You have to be in motion. You're too static, and so it becomes tight, right? So that's one way. The other thing is to curl these 2 fingers underneath when you're doing 2-3. It gives it an unbelievable evenness. Just curl. Look at my hand. You can just see it right on top of my other hand. It's just, you can do anything you want. I haven't even practiced in 5 months, and that curl just corrects the whole thing. Now there's one more thing for the trills. You probably know what I'm going to say. Your thumb is in limbo land. It's all like Anna demonstrated the other day with this other child, I think. and the thumb needs to be anchored as if it's playing. Again, keep the thumb down like it's on the keyboard. You could even rest it, on the below the lip, on the lip of the keyboard. You can put it there, and you could trill and still move in and out and do all of and you could curl. You can do all 3 at the same time, and I guarantee you a success deluxe. You'll have trills that will be like McCullough chainsaws, okay? Only they'll be quiet. They'll be quiet chainsaws,
Yeah.
Other than that, I can't really help you because you don't need any. I got to say I just love the sound you get there in those double notes, the tritones or whatever. It's really remarkable. And the arioso sections are just, I mean, I think James as a pianist will agree. They're so, and Navarre, they're so imaginative, it's like, and you also group things so they make sense. Your groupings make tremendous sense instead of just going dee da 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 dee da 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 da. You da da dee da, like you collect these notes in the harmonies is what I'm saying. It's very harmonic even though they're single notes. Well, of course there's an outlying harmony, Yeah, technically it's quite secure now. All these, all that stuff with the double note at the end. Now you just need a big piano and you'll be off to the races and no one can
grand
touch you.
stage.
You know, there you go. Yeah, it's just absolutely great.
Yeah.
You know.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jack. We're going to turn it over to Navart.
Well, I like it. I love it. It's very, very good. And dynamics, the extension of dynamics was perfect. You know, that list was a very, very big, genius improvisator. So it must be played as an improvisation. That means that all images must be imagined as improvisation. All images, yeah, colors, and at that time it worked, and you did it. You did it. But I think you can go far. You can go far. Yeah, bravo. This time it was perfect. Congratulations, very good.
Thank
Oh,
you,
and by
Navart.
the way, yeah, to tag on to what Navart said, it's unrelated, but that end of the first movement was perfect today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
That's
tempo
right.
is perfect for the orchestra, perfect for the conductor, just absolutely relaxed, and there cannot be any tension there. Beautiful, beautiful
One
job.
thing, one thing. I think when you will play with the orchestra, the piano will be bigger. So maybe you will have some problems with the sound, make the sound, because the piano is louder, if I may say, huh? That is the thing. So there you should improvise again with the sound,
Yes.
colors and sounds. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. Really.
Bravo.
Thank you for your advice. Yeah.
Yeah, and your control with the una corda is incredible. Really good.
Great una corda control. That just sounds fun to say. Una corda control. May, it was great to hear you again. And do you have any questions you wanted to ask?
Uh, I do, but I'm not sure this is the forum to be asking detailed questions. But no, really, I
Go
really
ahead.
welcome the
You can
feedback.
ask one.
Ask your question.
Yes. So kind of the idea with the improvisation and playing with orchestra, and then also the projection of sound in a larger hall. So I guess I will ask the first question first. I guess I always wonder how free one can be, because you there's a question of I've often heard people talk about soloists who are easier to follow and those who are difficult to follow.
Follow what?
Soloists who are easier to follow and harder for. And so I've heard conductors complain about the ones that they like the
Well,
ones that are easy to follow.
you know what? You know what? You know what? There is different kind of conductors. There is conductors who are not interested anyway with the concerto. They are just doing like that. The soloist will play. I will do bloom, 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 bloom with the orchestra. And important thing that soloist can show herself. Orchestra doesn't need for that. They will never study, even study at home, the score. Yeah, just beat like this. This is not your problem, but you must impose to the conductor what you want. It means that what you are doing, how you are playing, how your intentions, your imagination, your colors, you must impose him, and he must follow you. If he's not, he's or her not, or she is not, it is not your problem. You just do you play how you imagine, how you build it. You don't care,
Yeah,
because it is his problem or her problem. Don't worry about that.
All right.
yeah, I agree.
And
Navarrete's right.
one thing you can do, and what I'm doing as conductor with soloists, I ask them to come in my room, hotel, or in a concert hall somewhere, and study together tempos. And I want to know how is the work she or he worked on the score, and what I must do to be together with the soloists. This is another way of working. But many will not do that. But you should ask them, I want to work with you without orchestra. I want to show you. And I want to know what you will do.
Oh,
That's very good.
Yeah.
I would love to work with you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I want to tell you about this, but I waited because I thought that you will play also today. I wanted to know how you manage the sound, but don't worry about it. Just ask the conductor, I want to work with you without the orchestra. I want to know what you do in this concerto. He's important, yeah? So, and you show him and impose to him what you are doing, how you are understanding the score, how you are understanding, feeling, love that music, and he will follow you. It
He
depends
should.
on your
Yeah,
passion.
absolutely.
It depends on your passion. It depends many times with me. I do it even with very young soloists. How we will work together. For the full story, Tchaikovsky piano concerto, second movement, she's playing like that. Hop, 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 hop. That's just a minute. I'm a very old woman. My heart can be stopped. It's very fast for me. So I impose to her to change the tempo and slow down a little bit, yeah, that we could understand the music, the purpose, the imagination of Tchaikovsky, what he's saying. It was wonderful.
Oh,
Of course. Yeah, everybody is not doing that. They are
right.
just coming to do this. The orchestra knows all concertos by heart. They even don't need conductor. But you must impose what you want. Okay?
Okay. Oh, you're wonderful. Thank you for that advice. Yeah.
I would like so much play with you.
I would too.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, invite her.
Well, all right. So, on that note, wow, some wonderful things happening here. This was the conclusion of this session. So, May, thank you again. It was great to have you here and great to hear you one more time. And we wish you the best.
Thank you, everybody.
Wrapping up here, in an hour, we have the Royal Philharmonic auditions. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I'd just like to give a shout out to all of our supporters. Thank you for all that you have given us. And again, here they are. They don't even fit on one screen. We are just that fortunate. Yes, thank you. What do we have? We have 4 screens of them. It's just astounding here. But we wouldn't be able to do what we do without support. Nobody would be. We all need support. We all need help. We're not our own heroes. We need great teachers. We need great families. And thank you all. We are streaming on all major platforms. So check us out. You can leave a comment, subscribe, like, ring the bell. We're here. We are interactive here. We will take comments. We will answer questions. We will pass on compliments to the performers. We also have a fabulous team here at Virtual Concert Halls. And I have Christian Pelagi backstage flipping the switches right now, and Franny Rusinovich doing tech checks. Thank you, guys. And I would just like to bring the judges on for just one more second, just to give a quick thank you here for everything. We can't thank you enough for all of the wisdom and experience that you share and the time that you dedicate to this program, to all of our programs. Thank you very much.
No problem. I mean, it's a joy. It's remarkable. The talent is remarkable.
With pleasure.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so we will be back in 1 hour with more great music. So stay tuned. I'm James Welch for Progressive Musicians and Virtual Concert Hall saying, have a lovely afternoon. Bye now.